Hello there, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch. That was a really fluid introduction to today's episode, wasn't it? Since the last episode, things have happened. I've done a little bit of off-screen stuff, just because I felt like it was the kind of content that wasn't exactly super exciting to watch. So I went back to the colour dungeon and switched out to the tunic. I'm actually going to go and change that in a moment, because I've always felt like the red one makes things too easy. But for the chamber dungeons, I've done a few of those in order to see if there were any rewards. And as it turns out, there's another bottle. So that still leaves one gap. That one, of course, is for the fire rod from Turtle Rock, which is where we're going today. That one, if I had to guess, I would imagine it's actually probably another bottle. Because in Zelda games past, they've done things either on their own or in threes. Where it might be, not a clue. I'm kind of running out of side content to do as well. I still haven't figured out what these chamber stones in our inventory are for. Maybe they'll have some use later. I don't know. But they're kind of just sat there currently. But we've got 43 seashells. I went and I can bring up a map, can't I? It's yeah. So you can see that I went all the way down to the Yana Desert to grab all the ones I could there. I grabbed a couple up in Telltale Heights as well, near the Rapids Ride. But I haven't done anything up near Turtle Rock. And I think I can't actually remember how many I got in the last episode. I've also found some pieces of heart in places that there were not pieces of heart before. So they've definitely added more. I can't actually remember how many. You might only have been able to get like 12 hearts previously. But very clearly, that is no longer the case. So we're going to see... Oops. We're going to see, first of all, what we get for this. Because I'm assuming 50. It looks like 50. But there's a reward for 40. So I'm hoping it's the sword. And that there's something else for 50. "'Tis! Raise your sword overhead. I shall grant you new power." That pose, though. Ding. Oh, it's gone yellow. You got the Coalint sword. You should put your name on it right away. The Coalint sword. So it's no longer the sword level 2. A finely crafted sword you were presented with at the Seashell Mansion. But we're still a few short. Okay, next thing. Where is the colour dungeon? It's in the graveyard, isn't it? I know these things. Right, I want a heart. Because I want to see if it still fires... I'm assuming it still fires stuff at full strength. Obviously, with the red tunic on, everything dies in one hit. Okay, not everything dies in one hit. Many things die in one hit. Whoa, hello. You're still a thing, then. I've forgotten about the big boo. Ah, berry. It does, but it's got an internal cooldown. Okay, let's head back into the colour dungeon. The one thing I like about the colour dungeon actually is that you can use the warp points from the start and get straight to the end. Welcome, Link. I will give you the power of colour. I want no advantage. I want to go back to green. I think we've got to that stage. You got the green tunic. It doesn't do anything special, but it's very you. I'll now take you outside. Yeah, it's really easy to go in and out. Right. Turtle power. Now, obviously, if you were around at the time that Link's Awakening originally came out, chances are you got that reference. Actually, to be fair, most people should get that reference. It's not exactly obscure. Right, we didn't come this far. So these things are pterodactyls now. Were they always pterodactyls? Come on. Ha. Right. It's time. Diddle-diddle-dee. So much better than when Frog does it. Oh yeah, this is a mini boss, isn't it? Ooh. Ooh. Right, it looks like... Oops. Looks like we're going to have to... Yeah, we're going to have to shoot some bombs at him. And I shall do so by taking as much... Ah, yes, see? Previously... Right, we should now be able to... Yeah, we can now hit him in the face. Oh, I like that change. That's a good change. Because it used to be that you could just hit him. Oh, that was faster than I expected. Yeah, that's a good change. I like that. I don't like how much damage I took, though. Maybe I should have kept the blue tunic. Nah. Right. What have they changed in terms of the dungeon theme? Ooh. Does he still fly off? Yeah, there we go. So, in the original, the Turtle Rock suffered the most from the Game Boy's limitations. You know, it was a big lava-filled dungeon, but it was really hard to show that it was a big lava-filled dungeon because you just didn't have any, you know, animation frames available. It was just kind of hard. But now... Oh, hello. I forgot about you. No. Don't throw me, bro. Right. Now, what have they done with the tile thing? Okay, it's slightly different to control. You've kind of got to hold the button down. Mind you, did you have to do that before? 20 rupees. Joy. One thing I didn't do. No. I thought that looked really cool if I just jump over that pit and hit the spark. Didn't work. Is this where there's a fake wall? Was that... I know there's a fake wall somewhere around this side of the dungeon. Oh, hi. Rolling bones. 4 hits now. 4 normal sword hits. So yes, things that were mini-bosses originally are now... Aha! Jumpers! Now I can see where the chest and nightmare are hidden. Turtle Rock is shaped like a turtle, surprisingly enough. I always really liked Turtle Rock. Blocked you. Key. Yeah, Turtle Rock was definitely the dungeon most in need of a real kind of visual rework with the lava and stuff. The Game Boy, the DX version, did a good job of trying to emulate the lava and so on and so forth, but it didn't really work. It kind of looked like soup. Can't do anything here, can I? Because I need the fire rod. And there are quite a few elements in Turtle Rock that aren't in other dungeons. Now, one of the things that they've changed for this version is that the doors stay open. Because it used to be every time we came back here and he was back, the doors are slam closed, I think. See, this looks so much cooler. Because this actually looks like lava. Whereas before, it just looked like kind of soupy. See if I can remember my way around. Turtle Rock and Eagle's Tower both have the issue that I forget how to do it because it's the final dungeon, and every time I've played this game multiple times, but a lot of the times I start playing and don't necessarily finish playing, and because of this, Turtle Rock is probably the dungeon that I've done the least, which is my excuse for how bad I'm going to be. Can I do anything with these things? Or are they... No. Oh. Oh, I love the glow. Oh! I think you have to jump off there. Yes. Yes, you do. Snacks! You're not scared of snacks. Got the stone beak. I was reminded when I was editing stuff together yesterday, and I was talking about the stone beak and how I hadn't been listening to it when I played the game the first time. It's like, it wasn't even a stone beak in the original Game Boy version. It was a stone fragment of a tablet. They didn't turn them into... Hi, friend. They didn't turn them into owls and beaks until later. Oh. They've made this guy harder. But if you can back him into a corner, it's not actually that bad. Where are we now? We're down here. I can't remember which way we want to go. It's not that way. Oh, I think this wall here. I missed this the first time I played through the game, and I was really stuck here for quite some time because I didn't find this room. And it's a really important room. It's one of the things that enables you to get to various places in this dungeon. I think I had to hit that switch. Now, if I... We're still going to... Yes, still got a key. I don't know why I'm surprised by this. They haven't changed anything in terms of the general dungeon layout or design. Slime! Now, there is a switch in that top corner. That was handy. Oh! Through the gap. Totally planned. Right, this opens the southern door. Well, it opens both doors, apparently. Do I have fairies in both bottles? Yes, I do. Yeah! Theoretically, I've actually played this dungeon of the most recent of all the dungeons from the original version, so I should know it a bit better, but I don't. I actually can't remember how long this took me in my DX playthrough back in March. Oh, this brings us out here. See what I mean about it kind of looping round? Fill all the holes with the rock that rolls. The left stick is the key. Alright. Need to go back to the main room, I think. Because we've got 2 keys. No! Oh. Almost made that a little bit toasty. We're capped out on magic powder. Okay, so now this is where I get confused. I think these stairs here are the ones to the final boss. Either way, they're the wrong way. Because we can't get through the ice because we don't have the fire rod. Ow. So, it's here. No. No, it's not. Well, actually, is it here? Or is this more ice? No, that's more ice. Damn it. Okay, so it's the middle one. As I said, this dungeon is nowhere near as kind of twisty-turny, puzzly as the Eagle's Tower is. But it does require... Right. This way. Yes! Give me that! Oops. I shall just ignore you. Right. Can't get anything through there. Need to go this way. Through this door. Now. You can't go upstairs, mate. Hey, I can smash pots with that. Do I want to go up here or not? I don't think I do. Go. Can't remember. Ah! This block has a lot of cracks in it. Oh yeah, it's much easier to kill those things with the fire rod. It used to be that these rooms... Oh, we've got no keys. That these rooms were really dark. And therefore you absolutely... You absolutely needed to light those torches to see the pits with any real degree of certainty. So it's... Yeah, because... Because that happens. I think you can, like, one-shot them or two-shot them with the fire rod. Right, we need... no, we don't need the bombs on here. Oh, no. We can probably do this from here now. Ah, I haven't quite got the range. You need to be a bit further away. I can't remember whether actually... No. Because the treasure chest appears up at the top. Oh, still alive. Yeah, these things take longer to kill than they used to. Just because of how they've changed the eating mechanic. It used to be that if you landed it near their head, you were pretty good, sorted. Now, will that chest stay there? Or have I just wasted that? Who can say for sure? Now, up here there is... We don't want that yet. Because you have to go all the way back round. That's where the nightmare is. Right, this should be the stairs out. Like that. Yeah. Vague recollections. Vague recollections of this place. Some more rupees. Very nice. Utterly unnecessary. Right, this takes us outside. Where there is a piece of heart. We'll get one heart container for completing this dungeon. There's one from the fishing game. Open up this warp spot. It's weird having this warp spot here when that one is so close by. Now, will the chest have disappeared? False. Yes, it will. Gotcha! Can't actually remember what's in this chest. Is it a map key? Key, I think, maybe? Oh, it is a key because there's a tone, wasn't there? Can open a locked door. Nice. What? Now, where did we need to go from here? Oh, I have just realised that I forgot to clear out some hard drive space. One moment. Okay, fingers crossed the new pause function on OBS has worked properly. I probably should have tested it before doing it in the middle of an actual recording. But I didn't, because it's me, and you know what I'm like. So, no. So, let us continue onwards with the turtle rocking. So many fairies in this dungeon. Now, here... if the statue looks strange, shoot it with a bow. Huh? Still works. It's the first time I've tried that. You used to have to shoot that guy in the eye. Apparently you don't anymore. That's weird. Have they changed something? Ah! Oh, okay. They've put a little plinth so that you can actually... okay, that's cool. Kind of threw me. The fact that you can take those things out of commission is really cool. Another key! Now, up and over here is the dark room, which you need the fire rod for. Which we don't have. I like that. That took me by surprise. Oh. There's a fly. Right, now we can get over here. And we can get over here. Aha! Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Incidentally, if you keep on seeing me jumping, it's because I still don't trust myself to get the right key. Whoa! Controller buttons are hard, man. Oh, I've got the wrong... oh, the boxing glove guy. Now, it used to be, as with everything else in the game, that you just hit him with the spin attack. But clearly, that no longer works. Also, if he hits you with that punch, I seem to recall it takes you back to the start of the dungeon. No. So. Arrows? Gotta get past his guard, clearly. Not with that. Ah, you just got to time his... okay. Give me that fairy. Right, so we need to... every time. So we need to head back to the start of the dungeon. I always screw this up. Right. That way. This way. Hit the switch. This way. I'm having to tell myself these things in pseudo-confident terms, like, you know how to do this, Dema. You've done it many times before. You screwed it up most of them. But you can do it. Back through here. Up and right. Yeah. You got the magic rod. Ooh, it looks like an ice cream now. Now you can burn things. Burn it. Burn it all down. Hashtag not a pyromaniac. Right. Now we can do things. Things like setting this guy on fire. To be fair, he doesn't take a whole lot of damage from that. So where do we actually need to go with this? We need to go this way? Ah, they stayed dead, which is nice. Because it used to be that they came back, if I'm not misremembering that. Aha! Toasty snake! Key! Now, only really got one other thing that we need to do, which is to grab the nightmare key. Now, you'll remember that there are two sets of stairs. With icy crystals. Can I remember which we need to go to first? No, I cannot. So, let's go this one first. Probably the wrong one. Nope. That's going to be slightly trickier than previous. But only slightly. What's the check say? Brr, this is a block of solid ice. It's very cold. There's a fly buzzing around my face. That's what we needed one of the keys for. Oh, hi. This guy's a lot harder to defeat than he used to be. No. Especially if you keep on falling into lava. It used to be that you could literally just spin attack him and you'd be fine. But he's got a bigger hitbox. And he doesn't take as much... He's got more guard than he used to. Really difficult to do that. I'm sure there's a trick to it that I've just forgotten. Right, is this the super puzzle? Yeah. Right. This stumped me for ages. Let's see if I can remember how to do it first go. Not with that kind of control, I can't. That was weird. Whoa. Do I have to do this with the D-pad? Is it easier with the D-pad? No, it doesn't work with the D-pad. Nah. I know how to do this. Oh, it missed that tile out. Why? I was pressing left. And it just didn't turn then? What? I think I preferred it when you had to just hold the direction. Oh, it's a perspective thing. As I say, I know how to do it. And I know how to do it because it took me so long to figure it out the very first time that I basically tried every combination of how that works. Plus, to be fair, it's not like I'm 12 years old anymore. So it's not quite as complicated. Do I wish I was 12 years old? Right. I don't know which is the best way back, actually. What? No. Thanks. Right, that's where we're heading. Toast! How are we doing for time? 43 minutes. 44 minutes. Oh, I don't need more of that. Right, where does this one come out to? Ah, yes. Whee! How do I get... How do I get to where I want to go? It's there, isn't it? I think, actually, the easiest version... Easiest version? The easiest way of doing it is to walk back to the dungeon entrance. In case there's any of you wondering why it looks really weird when I have to check the controller buttons, it's because I've got into a habit of playing with the controller underneath the desk so that the microphone doesn't pick up as many of the slamming button presses when I'm panicking. Not that I panic during gaming. So I actually have to move the controller out from under the desk in order to see what I'm doing. Right, this... This over here should be... Now, can I remember how to do this? I do not want a piece of power, but thank you. Yeah, it used to be that you got a little... Every time you touched one of those ice blocks in the original, it used to be that you got the notification about how cold it was. Now for this... No, it's not that. It's that. But you don't get that notification anymore, thank God, because it was really annoying. Why? Why they thought that was a good idea is quite beyond me. Boss time! Crackle. You're finished. I will never let you play the instruments of the sirens. Right, how have they changed this dude? Hothead, because it used to be that you just spammed the fire rod at him. That is... Oh, he's got multiple phases now. Oh. He has not been updated much. Why did you come here? If it were for you, nothing would have to change. You cannot wake the windfish. Remember, you too are in the dream. Yeah, so he's still as easy as previous. Don't think they've changed him much. Right. The something drum. The forgotten. Thunder drum. Bum 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 bum. And that, folks, is all eight instruments of the sirens. Egg. The egg. Mountain calls. Hoot. Did we get a hoot? Can't remember whether we get a hoot. No, we get some friends. Do. Toasty! Right! That is gonna do us. Oh yeah, you can set all the grass on fire now. This is a great tool for clearing out grass. It doesn't incinerate your rupees either, so... Ow. Oh, it goes diagonally. Suppose it should do. Right, that's going to do it for this episode of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. We're pretty close to the end of the game now. We've got the final dungeon. Well, it's not much of a dungeon, really, the Windfish's Egg, unless they've changed it. I think it would be quite cool if they've updated it in some way, but I imagine it's just a series of chambers that you have to navigate through using the instructions in the library, which we've already been and picked up. Between this episode and that, I'm going to go see if I can find the other heart pieces, because clearly there are multiple heart pieces that we're missing. We're missing 3 full heart containers. I'm fairly certain one of them is one of the pieces is from the fishing game, which I haven't done yet because I always forget to do it. And I think it must be another bottle. But where that comes from, the only thing I can think of is if it's from the trendy game. And we've got 7 more secret seashells. Oh, it could be from the secret seashells, I suppose. It could be the reward for getting all of those. Don't know. Either way, I'm going to go and have a play of this game. Shocking, I know. I'll catch you all back here next time for a summary of what I have done, and then we will head up to Mount Tamaranch to something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time, seeing what the full version of one of my absolute favourite moments in the original Link's Awakening was climbing that mountain up here, and you play the Ballad of the Windfish on your ocarina, and then all of the instruments surround you and start playing. And obviously I'd heard all of them in little bits as I was going through the game and getting them all and catching them at the end of the dungeons. But to see them all arranged and for them to all sync up and all play in time and create this melody, it was a powerful moment. It left a lasting impression. It's why I've loved the Ballad of the Windfish as a piece of music for so many years. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do. Like, I've heard dozens and dozens of different versions of Ballad of the Windfish, orchestral versions, rock versions, dubstep remixes, loads and loads. But I haven't heard this one, so I'm looking forward to it. Considering what Mayrin's was like, and I'm also looking forward to hearing the credits song, because again, that's a very powerful piece of music, emotionally speaking, if you have invested yourself in this world and the characters in it. So that's coming up next time. Thank you all very much for watching this time, however, and I will catch you all in tomorrow's episode for the finale. Until then, toodle pip. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.